Amelia Warner, a surprise flight to New York and the moment that made Jamie Dornan choke. New York, Week 3. Jamie is starting to get used to the work and the pace of life in the city that never sleeps. He goes to the studio every morning, returns to the hotel every night, and then video calls Amelia and the kids. The calls are the best part of his day. But every time he turns off his phone screen, the feeling of emptiness quietly returns. He misses Amelia's real voice. Misses the warmth of her leaning against his chest. Misses the smell of mint tea. Misses his youngest daughter's giggles. Misses the family movie nights and falls asleep on the sofa. The older Jamie gets, the more he realizes. The most important things in life are not in big cities, but in small moments. In London, Amelia feels what Jamie doesn't dare say. Amelia stands in the kitchen, looking at the phone that has gone silent after the evening video call. She smiled, but the smile was full of thoughts. Jamie always said, "I'm fine. Good job. I'm used to it." But Amelia heard what he didn't say. Missing. A small silence when the call was about to end. A sigh when he thought she wasn't paying attention. A softening of her gaze when she mentioned home. Amelia put her hand to her heart and whispered, "I understand, Jamie." She looked at her 3 children coloring in the corner. A thought flashed through her mind, bold, spontaneous, and full of heart. How about, go to New York? And in a moment, Amelia knew. She had to go. Not because Jamie was weak, but because they were a team. Prepared, but always kept secret. Amelia arranged everything so gently that Jamie didn't even know. Ask her mother to take care of the children for 3 days. Book a flight to New York. Leave a small note on the kitchen table for the children. Mom is going to support Dad on a secret mission. Love you. Pack a small suitcase, just a few clothes, a laptop, and her own music book. She also texted the manager on set. "Please don't tell Jamie. I want to bring this surprise to you myself." The manager sent back 3 symbols. Flight. Amelia watched the city appear under the clouds. The plane descended, and her face pressed against the window. New York stretched out below, the lights, the streets, the sounds that seemed to echo through the sky. Amelia whispered, "Wait for me, Jamie." She brought no flowers. No big gifts. Nothing but her undying love and gratitude for the man who dared to change for his family. Jamie, the man who didn't expect that today would change his entire week. The set was tense that day. They were rehearsing an emotional scene, Jamie's character facing deep loneliness. The director shouted, "Cut." Jamie sighed, tired but satisfied. He took out his phone, no word from Amelia. It must be almost midnight in London. He thought, "I wonder if you slept well." At that moment, the assistant director ran over. "Jamie, someone needs to see you." Jamie frowned. "Who is it?" "Just go to the VIP lounge. You'll know." Jamie was confused, but followed. And the moment came, like a scene from a movie that real life rarely gives people. Jamie opened the door to the lounge. In the large room, the yellow light cast a soft glow on the sofa. A person was standing with their backs to him, wearing a cream-colored gown, their brown hair flowing loosely. Jamie paused. His heart was pounding so hard he felt his chest vibrate. "Amelia?" The person turned around. A smile. The smile made his whole world stop. "Hi, honey." Jamie couldn't say anything. He just walked quickly, as if pulled by an invisible force. When he held her in his arms, the familiar warmth made all the distance, all the fatigue, all the longing of the past 3 weeks melt away like snow in the sun. Jamie whispered hoarsely. You are really here. Amelia hugged him tighter. I missed you. And I know, you missed me more than you said. Jamie smiled, a smile full of love. I missed you so much. I wanted to go home every night. Amelia leaned her head on his chest. Then I'll bring you home. The two left the studio, like a young couple who had just found each other again. Jamie held Amelia's hand and didn't let go for even a second. Colleagues passing by all laughed. Oh, you just looked 10 years younger, Jamie. That's right. When a wife comes, the energy is completely different. Jamie blushed but smiled brightly. You guys are right. New York at night, and love becomes their own light. They walked along Central Park. The night wind was light, the two of them walked slowly, not in a hurry. Amelia leaned against him. I heard this city is very beautiful at night. Jamie smiled. Yes, but the most beautiful is when you are here. Amelia laughed. Jamie Dornan, you say that so naturally. Because it is true. Jamie pulled Amelia into his arms, hugging her from behind as they stopped by the lake. You don't know how much your presence makes me lighter. I know. I can feel it. The hotel, and the most beautiful conversation the two of them had ever had. When they returned to the room, Amelia put down her suitcase and sat on the bed. Jamie stood in front of her, as if not believing that she was really here. I was afraid I was dreaming. Amelia took his hand. Jamie? I didn't come to save you. I came to remind you that we've come so far that the distance now can't separate us anymore. Jamie touched her cheek, his voice soft. I'm not afraid of distance anymore. I'm just afraid you'll find me insufficient. Amelia squeezed his hand. Jamie, I love the person you've become. And I'm proud of the man standing in front of me, who has learned to love with all his heart. Jamie kissed her hand. I always try for you. And I came here, because you deserve someone to walk with, not behind. That night, no vows, just love each other like that. They didn't say much. Just held each other for a long time on the hotel bed, listening to the sound of cars in the distance. Moments like that can't be bought with fame. Can't be created by the spotlight. Can't act. They're real. And it's that realness that holds them together. The next morning, Jamie knew he would perform better than ever. Jamie arrived at the studio early. His eyes were bright, his demeanor gentle, his voice was calmer. The director looked at him, surprised. You look different. What happened? Jamie just smiled. I just got what I needed most. What? Jamie glanced towards the door, where Amelia was standing quietly looking at him with loving eyes. My person. The director understood immediately, and smiled. Then today's most difficult scene, you will do very well. Jamie turned back, looked at Amelia through the glass, and knew. He had brought his home to New York. Distance is no longer scary when two hearts choose to walk towards each other. Amelia did not stay long. Only 3 days. But those 3 days were enough for Jamie to gain strength for the whole year. When she left New York, Jamie no longer felt alone. Because now he knew. Their love did not fade with distance. Love was with them, in every step, every breath, every scene, every moment.